All right, this week has been an extremely busy week, so I am getting the well drops out way too late. So I'm going to try to keep this as short as humanly possible. The big thing that we have coming up is we have, Polar Plunge. That's going to be coming up on the 21st. That's something that you don't have to be there, but I know there's going to be different live streams and stuff, and you'll probably want to see it. That being said, there's still time to donate if you want to donate, and I'll make certain that that information, that QR code is sitting right there on the screen. One of the other things that we have going on is the rollout of our new software. So that is something where the app is not quite out yet, but I know I mentioned last week that that's something that I have in the works. It's pretty sweet if you want to play around with it. There is like a developer shell. It's pretty simple. You just download something off the App Store and then I give you a code and that's pretty much it. If you want to play with it, you can go ahead and get into it and then you can, see the messaging feature and kind of how all the media's in there and all that kind of stuff. If not, just kind of wait for the real thing to come out. The last thing that we have is that we will be doing and another thing that I mentioned previously, somewhat of a, call it a virtual family meeting if you want. Not a business meeting, but a virtual family meeting. I will have you know that one of the individuals I know who hates meetings the most took a look at the way that I set all this up. I've already sent them the little thing that I put together, and they explicitly said, I think this is a really good way to not have a business meeting and still get all the stuff done. So I consider that a huge endorsement. So what we're going to do is, coming up in another couple of weeks, I will, have an actual date where we will say, okay, this is the official start of the virtual family meeting. And basically what you will have is you will have a link that you can go to, and it's very simple. It's 3 different questions, and each question, if you want to watch it, has like a little 1 to 3 minute, I think, video clip that goes along with it where I kind of explain what the thing is for you to comment on. And one of them, for example, is, do you consider this your church family? And I don't mean that in terms of, complicating things with, people worry about membership and stuff like that. And we're not even talking about that right now. We're trying to keep this very, very simple. When you look around the room, do you look around the room and go, yeah, I consider these people my church family? If so, you say yes. It's that simple. There you go. One of them's already done. 1/3 of the thing is done. So as you can see, this is going to be pretty simple. But what I'll do to make it even easier is whenever we actually kick this off, you'll have a full week to be able to attend the virtual family meeting. And I will actually kick it off with like a live stream. So that way, if you want to just do it together, we can do it together as well. So there's going to be a lot of options there for you to be able to ensure that you have that little bit of input. And the most important input to keep in mind is that final question, which is going to be, when you look around, are there individuals that you look at and say, you know what, I think that so-and-so would be really, really good at helping to provide spiritual mentorship and assistance to the pastor in our church, because that's the type of individual that we want to put up on a pedestal to say, hey, this person may be a good candidate to be an elder in our church. So just something to be stewing about. We'll have the dates, again, we'll target something maybe in a week and a half. Maybe I'm thinking like next weekend, something like that. But we'll make certain that that stuff is clearly communicated so that you have that. Just be looking out for it. Just know it will not be painful. So I appreciate all of you for actually participating in it. Those are the big things we have going on right now. Obviously, we have coming up even next month, the Dip in the Well. We have, a few other things cooking. But for right now, I'll leave you with this. My appeal I make all the time. If you have anything that you are passionate about, something that you feel God has placed on your heart and you want to do, let me know. That also includes doing the mommy's closet thing or anything like that. Let me know, because our little policy, our little slogan that we always want to follow is, say yes up front, and then we're going to give ourselves permission to fail. It's okay if, the church or any of us end up having a little bit of egg on our face, because if we're doing what we feel God has called us to do, then ultimately we're not going wrong. So with that, thank you very much. Appreciate it. God bless. Hope you guys have a great weekend.